What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, hope you're all well. We're looking at Bitcoin today, starting off on the weekly time frame as we've had the weekly close. And if you remember correctly, after this week back here, so a good few weeks ago now, we had a doji printed. And during this week, I think in the last, I think it was Friday of that week. So remember, each of these candles closed on Sunday at midnight. So this was still open on Friday, and it was looking already like a spinning top. So I was saying that over the next couple of weeks, I'm anticipating that we come up and retest this previous wick as resistance. But during these weeks, as we were coming up, we had this descending triangle resistance over here, which when we were looking at this on the daily time frame last week, we were saying this is going to be a key area of resistance. And we can see with that weekly close, you've actually respected it as resistance. Now, already with the new week, you are outside. So yeah, over the weekend, you did manage to creep out. And we need to wait for this weekly candle close. But it's nice to see that, yeah, since this spinning top, we were able to tell you guys, yeah, we're going to expect this pump. And then back on the daily time frame last week, we were saying that this descending triangle's resistance, this red line over here, will come into play. The reason specifically is because this move over here became a bull trap. When you lost this previous resistance, it should have actually held a support here. So we had this massive descending triangle right here. And when we broke out over here and we formed this bullish cross and retested its support, you just need to continue. If you are coming down, you just need to hold above that bullish cross, or at least hold out on the outside of this descending triangle's resistance. Otherwise, you throw yourself back into that old pattern. So when we broke out bullish and formed this bullish cross, you broke out of an inverse head and shoulders. So yes, this was a bearish pattern, the descending triangle, but we also saw a bullish structure within. So there was a bullish pattern within called an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And so it's the same neckline. Your descending triangle neckline is down here at 18.6k, but the resistance of it, what was constantly knocking price back down to 18.6k, was this descending resistance, but it also acted as the head and shoulders neckline. And so when you broke out over here, you would have had a pattern like this, a pattern's target just like this. And that would have been your target back up to this high, about 30,000. So only when you threw yourself back under this descending triangle's resistance did you invalidate 31k. And it just basically means, okay, now we're back under this, we're not bullish, because only breaking out of it was bullish. Now, if we lose 80.6k, we're going to continue lower, and that has been set. So if you were to ever come back up into this previous support, you have to understand, guys, this is going to react as resistance. What should happen is a lower low. We should be expecting continuation to 14k, 13.7 to 14k. Because we've broken out of bearish patterns, we actually should continue lower. But this 13.7 to 14k area will serve as a local bottom. And even acting as a local bottom, it will struggle to flip things bullish if it were to be a longer term one. There's a lot of key resistances up ahead. So our descending triangle, that pattern's target is down at 10.8k, but we also have that head and shoulders pattern over here. So at the moment, we can say Bitcoin is a ticking time bomb. It's on borrowed time, whether it's going to continue coming down from this point, or we are actually going to retest any one of these lows. 18.6k here. So we have this 1k range between 17.6 and 18.6 with 18.1 in between. These are all serving as resistances. You've already retested the first one initially over here, 17.6, when we initially had this FTX capitulation. The direct next day we came back up. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame now, and we'll just use some fibs. So we had this impulse back up. So after having this impulse back up, I'm just going to measure from here to here. It's just preparing us if we were to ever go and lose this low. We have some 1618 targets, look at 14k. So that's acting as confluence. It's just another aspect of TA that's come to an agreement with another aspect of TA. So for example, we had the bearish pattern, the head and shoulders pattern down to 13.7, 14k, and then we have this smaller 1618 here at 14k. And then you have larger Fibonacci targets down to 14k as well. So this is just showing you that as long as we're below this 1 fib level, the expectation is the next target is your 1618 at 14k. We've just shown another fib. We've just shown the head and shoulders target as well. But yeah, the fibs are basically saying we're measuring a push to find out where we're going to catch support. In this case, you have this big push and you're meant to catch support in this golden zone over here to then continue up and break this high. That was not the case here. So you did something called a reversal wave, where you break through the golden pocket and you flip it into resistance, losing the 1 fib level, as you can see here, 17.6, and then you head to the targets down here. When you meet the 1.272, it serves as like a local bottom. Your first catch, like you're catching support for the first time ever since losing this low. This is your first support. So we've just lost the low. We're finding support in the short term to reset, to go back up a little bit, to then continue lower. This is what I'm personally believing, and if this is what I'm seeing on Bitcoin, this is our expectation on the other alts. So if you are tuning in from the other alts videos, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And yeah, remembering that Bitcoin is the most important crypto of them. Or whatever is happening with Bitcoin will happen with the rest of the coins. So going into our quant analysis, going into our H-bar analysis, VeChain, Elrond, whatever it is, the expectation is the same. Ethereum as well, the expectation is the same. If Bitcoin is showing us weakness, then we should see even more. There will be much more weakness in the other alts basically. And then if Bitcoin's strong, they'll be going up even more because they're more volatile. But if I were to measure from here to here, because again we spiked back up, just like I measured from here to the bottom. We'll do that now. From the top, the beginning of the capitulation, to the bottom of it here. You first had an initial spike, so you can argue it's there or there, really doesn't matter. Either way, it's showing you this golden pocket here, and this is a Fibonacci retracement tool. So push, exhaust into here and continue lower. You can create the reversal wave. So what would we need to see for Bitcoin to actually start working its way back up? Well, we've been saying on the channel that there's a big key resistance at the 2021 lows over here. We've never run back into them as a resistance. We just lost it as support. So whenever you do eventually come up into here in the future, that's going to be a big take profit area for anyone that's gone back in or just has any bull trades up to that point. But for us to even start heading towards that direction, we need to reclaim this red box, which again is resistance. When we first came down, we had a little spike back up over here and you already confirmed it as resistance. You even tapped here and it's shown you closed the daily candle below this, but you did tap this. So there's a big area of supply here. So when you manage to reach supply, there's just not enough demand for the coin. And so we see prices falling when we go into areas of supply. If you are enjoying this video so far, please help me achieve 50 likes on this video. Share it if you can, but also leave a comment to boost that algorithm. What also helps is leaving a super thanks. That's a tool underneath which is next to the like button. If you want to send one in, that's greatly appreciated. Other than that, I do have a course that is currently 50% off at the moment, teaching you from zero knowledge, over on my Twitter. Hit the link underneath this video to head over to my Twitter where you can private message me for more info. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, the expectation is even if we pump, we've still got this 55 above us. We've still got this brick red wall of resistance as well as the golden pocket. And for things to flip bullish, you need to be turning all of these levels into support like this and then taking out where the FTX capitulation began. And again, even if we do all of these steps and breaking the right shoulder and breaking this, once we do get back up to 27 to 30k, this is going to be an area where I'll be looking to take profits if I am in a trade, for example, if I'm seeing the signs to be trading upwards. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe and comment, and head over to my Twitter if you want to take action. The link is down below. Peace.